Stop asking God when and start asking God where. My name is Coach J Thyna and I'm your host on this episode of the Coach J Thyna Show. Welcome in. Now, we know the phrase everyone uses on the internet, God when, especially when they see a couple they like. I understand you guys. Every time I hear this phrase, God when, I'm always like, should I correct this impression or should I just leave this person to say God when continuously? Or the one they say, God, am I a spoon? If I'm a broom, let somebody use me to sweep the ground now. If I'm a spoon, let someone use me to eat. Like literally people say these things when they see a couple. But you see this part of asking God when. I think if you're currently single, what you should be asking is God where? God, where can I serve? God, where should I go? God, where do people need me? God, where will I meet my husband? God, where? Where can I be a blessing? Where can I touch someone's life? Where can I serve? Because the truth is, when you are serving is usually when the best things of life come to look for you, so you don't end up going from pillar to post looking for a husband in your late 30s and your late 40s. You are basically living fully for God and he will send that man your way. So don't bother yourself asking yourself, God, when? When what? Like when people ask God these kind of questions, I'm like, do you even know who you are talking to? The God who created the heavens and the earth. He sits in the heavens and the earth is his footstool. You're asking him when? Like, I literally don't understand this. So even when I was single, I think the year that this God when phrase came out was the year that I met 24. But before then, you will not catch me say God when, because the truth is God's time is always perfect. God is infinite. He's all powerful. He knows what you need in every season. So you need to ask him where. Because when you say God where, he will lead you usually to people that can help you. You know that if you're not earning, you cannot even say you want to get married, because marriage comes with sacrifice and you need to make money to keep love going. Love is sweeter. When money enter, love is sweeter. So you even need a job. You need a business to even say you want to get married. So the question should be, God, where do I go for me to meet the people who will give me that job that you have planned for me, that business idea? Oh, let me give you guys one fantastic thing that happened when I was single. I'm always that girl who asks God where. Like way before God when came out, I will always even ask God where, right? And I went to eat roasted catfish somewhere back in Lagos. And immediately I walked into that building, I just had peace about that place. This is me asking God where in my spirit at the moment. And the guy I was on that date with said, oh, what do you want me to do for you? You know, the first thing that came to my mind was, yeah, I need like ₦1 million to start a business. But the Holy Spirit stopped me immediately and said, no. You need a place to start a business, because when you have a place, you can raise ₦1 million. So I said, good, I need a place to start my business. And he said, oh, what do you think about this building? Do you like this hotel to start your business? And I said, yes. He said, yeah, I know the manager. I could speak to him for you. That evening, he spoke to the manager. And by the next week, I opened my spa there. That's the power of God where. That's the power of asking God, where should I go? Who should I be friends with and who should I put in the bin, literally? You know, as Christians, we don't want to talk about all this friendship thing. And I think I need to make a whole video on friendship. Should I? Tell me in the comments if I should make a video about friendship. You see how it's friendship? It's a ship. It takes you somewhere. It's a vehicle. It's a mode of transportation. If it's not taking you anywhere, my sister, drop that friend. That's not friendship. Your friends should be able to connect you to greatness, connect you to success, connect you to the person that you marry. Yesterday, my husband and I were sharing the story with my parents, how we met and how one of our mutual friends was one of the ways that we met each other. Friendships are powerful. So I want to ask you, who is in your circle? Because if you're gonna be happily married and settled with peace and joy in your home, you need good friends. A lot of people have shared on social media how it was even their best friend who tried to snatch their husbands. It was their friend who tried to poison them. Scary things happen these days. So we must ask God, where should I go and where should I refrain from? Who should I connect with and who should I avoid? Because these questions will set you on a path of greatness and a path of a beautiful relationship. So please don't even bother yourself asking all those things, even online and on site, because people who don't do it in person write it in comment sections. They will see that this couple is celebrating 10 years anniversary, and they're doing their wedding in Dubai now. This couple probably got married 10 years ago in their father's parlor, literally, without money or anything. So we can only see the success, and people are there writing, God, when? Am I a broom? Am I beans? If I'm beans, let somebody pick me. I saw this one day, I screamed. I said, yeah. So because they pick beans, they should pick you like beans. We cannot diminish ourselves like that and expect a wholesome love relationship, because this is another thing I always tell ladies. Your husband might be following you on the internet right now. Your husband might be following you on Facebook, on Instagram, and he's seeing all the things you post and all the things you write. Will he say, this is wife material, I want to marry her? Or will he say, all these girls of nowadays, no one feel become wife, no one they feel wife? Which one will he say? Because let's be truthful with ourselves. For one whole year, my husband, 24 Elders, was following me, and I didn't know. I had literally no clue. And that season, it was obviously, single season, no kid to feed or hobby to play with. So I would always ask my Instagram followers, ask me questions. And they will ask me a lot of questions. They will ask me, who is your celebrity crush? I'll say, I don't have a celebrity crush. Jesus is my only celebrity crush. Now, I value some intellectual men like Lecrae. I love his music and da. That's how I used to say when I was single. You would never hear me say anyone is my celebrity crush or anything. So don't even be flabbergasted when you don't even see guys on the internet wanting to be with you. Your life on the internet might be not wholesome. Recently, I saw a comment. I read comments too. I saw someone I know in person comments under a blog's post, insulting someone, cursing the person. That kind of a person self, you'll be afraid to marry someone like that. I know her in person. I was wondering, why is she this big mouthed on the internet? Because the truth is, Instagram is just our biggest problem at this point. When you comment something on any post, no matter how many comments that post has, someone who follows you, when they watch that video, your comment is the first thing that pops up. So this guy might be following you and he just sees a rubbish comment that you put somewhere and he's like, I thought she was even a classy girl. I didn't know she was classless. So carry yourself with prestige online and offline, in person and on Facebook. You need to be that way with this thing that you want, that is a wholesome relationship. Stop asking God, when am I going to meet my husband? When am I going to have kids? When am I going to settle down? And start asking him, God, where should I serve? God, where should I go? God, what do you want me to do for you? I'm ready. Oh, my parents are always quick to share the story of how me and my little sister will travel on Okada to go to church. Morning service, midweek service, we're there. We're not waiting for anyone to come and carry us and pat us. Some of my own mates will say they didn't come because their mommy wasn't around. And if you check till this day, they're still being mummied. So you choose if you want to take responsibility for your life or you want to just make excuses. But let me remind you, you go explain tire if you don't get evidence. That's the truth about this life. Hey, you have to have evidence. So everything that we say and do on the internet will fade away. You are going to have kids. Someone was telling me that she doesn't even really need a marriage now. She just needs someone to get her pregnant and they will have children. I said, rebuke it. That's a mouth you just used to say that thing. Rebuke it. You cannot raise a child alone. It is never God's design. So let's be particular about the things we say and the things we claim to want. Children should be raised in a home where the father and the mother are present. So let's be sure that we're not going around saying God when, and we change our perspective and start to say God where. I will go, send me. All the great guys in the Bible, they will always ask God, whatever you want me, I will do. David, he was a crazy guy. Anything God said, you see David there doing it. Imagine he would never go on any battle if God doesn't permit that journey. That's why David never lost the battle. He will ask God, Lord, should I go? Will I conquer? God will say, David, go, you will conquer. Some other times you ask God, should I go? Will I conquer? God will say, do not go. That's where full liberty starts from, where you know that freedom is in asking God what he needs you to do per time. All right. If you liked this episode, give it a thumbs up. I will see you next week. Same time, same place on the Coach J Thyna show. Bye-bye.